myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty soda, treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah.
People tryna say I'm only in the media. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Cardinals going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Tyler Lockett, the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. His first carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain. Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the rookie 7th rounder. This is Chris Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now? Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Third down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Here's Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And an alley to run. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Caught by Nelson left side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Gabbard on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. This is Carson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On second down, Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams. And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. Off the play fake. Gabbard. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And Gresham has it left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Ellington. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And out now come the Seahawks. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest. You mean or also just sit back. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Phillip Wheeler from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. This is Ellington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. They find some open field here. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Gabbert. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we? And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun, Gabbert. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to bring him down. And that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3. Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now Wilson on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
On the ground, Ellington. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second down here after the incomplete pass. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throw left side, complete. It's Nelson. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Gabbert now on second down. And it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Gresham's got it over the middle. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Again, they run with Ellington. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdowns. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Philip Wheeler getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 51 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw again. And he's got the big tight end Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A beautiful fake. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Gabbard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it with Williams. So an agile move, but not a big gain. Down right near the 25. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's got Gresham. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set again. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First down, Gabbert. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin the drive with Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Wilson now, operating from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run it again with Williams. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Desperation time. Gabbert on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. Wilson, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Philip Wheeler. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number. Led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
Now it's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Caught right side, Gresham. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. Back to throw. Trying to improvise. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Third down, here's Rawls. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here we go with Rawls. And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Seahawks, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Arizona, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.